Thanks for being awesome. Thanks for being great. Today, I'm going to talk for 20 minutes or so on persistence. I would like to share with you what I've been studying on this chapter last week and how it goes with persistence. What does it take on a Monday to really persist and continue your action, continue your pursuit? So, thank you for being here. I'm going to briefly say who I am and what's going on. I'm also live on Facebook and on LinkedIn, trying this new software called Restream, which is puts me on YouTube and Facebook. So if you want to see my beautiful face, you're welcome to jump over there and send your questions. So again, my name is Kamal. I am a student and a teacher of the law of attraction. I'm working with Bob Proctor and Laura Langmeyer on thinking into results, think and grow rich, on how can you change your mindset to become the person you aspire to be. Bob, my immediate mentor, has been doing this for 61 years and he's now teaching me, and I just love this material. So today I'm going to share with you persistence and some of the things that you need to overcome to get that, to pass that test. It's like a thing in the way that you're trying and it's not happening. And why is that? So I'm going to mention a bit about what's going on in your mind and what's happening and how you can overcome it. And if you like what you hear, if you like what you see, I encourage you to reach out to me and we can discuss further at a convenient time how I can help you pursue your dreams, aspirations, and desires. So, like I said, Bob Proctor and Laura Langmeyer both have been in the movie The Secret. Yes, the movie that's 500 million people have seen that movie. And if you have not seen it, it's an incredible movie that shows you how the law of attraction works, how you can get some goodness coming into your life, and what it takes. So, persistence. If you look at the book Think and Grow Rich in chapter 9, it's like a very interesting chapter. Right at the title of persistence in chapter 9 and Think and Grow Rich, right? It's the sustained effort necessary to induce faith, and the eighth step towards riches. But what is faith? And it's a necessary step. So you got to have this test. So this is Monday morning. We're in a new week, November 22nd. And are you passing that test? Did you show up with grace? Did you show up with gratitude? Did you show up with full force and smile on your face towards your business? How did you show up? Did you pass that test? Because last week is last week. The weekend is the weekend. And here we are on a new week. So that's what I'm talking about. And I'm going to focus on page 227 of this beautiful book, Think and Grow Rich by Napoleon Hill, that really talks about the lack of persistence. What are the symptoms when you don't have these? This is what's happening. So if you find yourself not able to accomplish things, if you find yourself not passing it, if you find yourself dropping all kind of things that you're starting and not finishing, that's what's going on. I know you are here for a reason. I know you want to pursue your dreams, and every one of you really wants to achieve the goals and make the money and deserve the success that you deserve. So you're trying, you're willing to do it. But there are some things fundamental that are not happening. And I'm going to be pointing those out to you. And then at the end, I'm going to summarize it. So one of the first one that says symptoms of lack of persistence on page 227 of Think and Grow Rich, right? Failure to recognize, to clearly define exactly what one wants. And you've heard me before, you probably heard Bob Proctor. What do you really want? Do you know what you want? It's the first and most important thing. If you fail to recognize it on any given day, on any given week, any given month, you're going to have this lack. You're going to have where you show up where it's, you're not doing it. It's not going to be happening. The second element we talk about is procrastination. What are you procrastinating on? You must be procrastinating on something. So you see, if there's something you got to do and you're not doing, you got to ask yourself, how come I'm not doing it? Why are you procrastinating on it? What is going on in your mind? There must be a reason. So procrastination, with or without cause, you could be doing it on purpose or not on purpose. So failure to recognize what you want and you're procrastinating. If there's a true desire on what you want, you will not procrastinate. You probably wanted to go somewhere this weekend. And if you didn't go anywhere, it's all good. But if you wanted to go somewhere and you really did it, that means you wanted it and you desired it and you got it done. But if you procrastinated on cleaning the house, if you procrastinated on working on your goals, that means your desire is not good enough. You don't have a burning desire. Your want is not as strong. You kind of want it, you're wishing for it, you're hoping, but you got to move your feet. So that's one of the symptoms. If you're If you're seeing that you're procrastinating on your goals, on the books that you want to read, maybe you don't really want it. You think you want it. So have you made that list? Have you discussed that list with a mentor, with a coach, to see if it's matching your true desires? Number three, lack of interest in acquiring specialized knowledge. See, you want this thing, you want this goal, you want to achieve amazing stuff. But do you have the expertise? Are you pursuing your expertise every day? You have to become specialized. You have to pick the one thing or two that you really want to get good at and get busy at it every day. You got to hone your skills. You got to become the master of your domain at that one or two things, not 100, one or two things. And if you find yourself not doing it, it's perhaps you don't have the desire. It's perhaps you are lacking this skill. See, you have to add value to the marketplace. It's not about showing up and your happy face, and it's all great to show up. But do you have a skill? Do you have value? Every one of you does have value. You just have to get yourself out there. Get yourself out there on the platforms that wants it. You got to find the hungry client. You got to find the hungry company that needs your service. Somebody needs therapy. Somebody needs to learn how to write books. Somebody needs to learn how to sell their home. Somebody needs your service. So you got to find the hungry client. It doesn't matter that you don't know how, but seek it every day. So if you're lacking the interest in acquiring your skill, something's going on. You're not having that persistence. So that persistence has to be there every day. It cannot be just one day out of the week. It's got to be every day. And you can take a break one day out of the week where you relax, chill, be with family. All good. You got to live the life you deserve. But you got to have this interest, sharpening your skill every day. You spend 30 minutes really working on your skill set. Number four, this is on page 227 of Think and Grow Rich. Again, if you're just joining, welcome. Thank you for watching me on YouTube, LinkedIn, and Facebook, and being here as well on the Clubhouse app. I'm talking about persistence test. I'm talking about you persisting towards your goals and why are they not being achieved? What's lacking? What's missing? You need that guidance. You need that clarity. Somebody needs to share with you what's going on. It's like when you go to the doctor. Why do you go to the doctor? Because you don't know what's going on. You need some pill, you need some medicine, and you're not going to figure it out by yourself. Somebody has to look at your goals and help you get there. So these are some of the things that you can start doing with yourself. Now, doing it with a coach, doing it with somebody who knows what they're doing is a whole lot better. That's just how it works. Indecision is number four on this page, on page 227 in Think and Grow Rich, which is also the book that we teach in Thinking into Results. Indecision. What do I mean by indecision? What did Napoleon Hill meant when he said indecision? The habit of passing the buck on all occasions. Instead of facing issues squarely. You're waiting and you push it a week and you push it 2 weeks and you push it 3 weeks. Why are you so indecisive? Welcome, Suzanne. Thanks for joining. I'm just sharing with the team here, with everybody that's listening to me, what we can do about persistence, how we can pass this test so we can achieve our goals. How can you develop this habit of stop being indecisive? Go, don't go. Jump, don't jump. Leave, don't leave. Love, I'm here. You got to stop being in limbo. How do you do it? How do you do it every day? How do you show up every day into your business with a mindset that is beautiful and solid and you pass that test? The habit of relying upon alibis instead of creating definite plans. Do you have a plan for the business? Are you sharpening the plan every day? Because every day changes. Based on this weekend, somebody bought somebody else. The business has moved. Some things open, some things closed. The plan could be changed. Did you review the plan? Are we still on the same plan? Mine, for my businesses, the manufacturing and the coaching, I call it the map. And I look at the map. Am I still doing what I want to do? Are we on track? Are you doing it? Now, if you're not doing these things, you're not passing the persistence test. And you need to start looking at it differently. Self-satisfaction. There is but little remedy for this affliction and no hope for those who suffer from it. So you got to be satisfied with what you're doing. It goes back to actually the first one. Number one, failure to recognize what you want. You got to know what you want. And if you don't, it's okay. The first chapter in Thinking into Results that we go through with our clients, we clarify the want. We clarify the goal to get you to work on your truly most thing that you want to achieve. There's something for you in life to do. You are here to add value. You're here to grow and become. But what do you really want? The habit of blaming others for one's mistakes. Do you take responsibility? You're going to become a leader. You're going to become an executive. You're going to become a manager. Are you taking responsibility? Or are you blaming everybody else? You blame the weather. You blame Walmart. You blame Amazon. You blame the shipping companies. You blame everybody. But at the end of the day, who's in charge? So for you to pass this persistence test, you have to become responsible. You have to step up. Number 9, this is very interesting. Weakness of desire. Again, we go back to that desire. Is your desire strong? Weakness of desire due to neglect in the choices of motives that impel action. See, when your desire and your want is so strong, you would want to do something about it. You'll have to act towards that goal. If you have a strong desire and strong will, and you're studying some material and you're being coached, you will know what to do next. And if you don't have a desire to take the action, that means you're in the weak state. We need to move you to the strong state. So you have this power, this energy that's coming to and through you, you can create more of it. It's not just by eating food and eating chocolate and cakes, that's all good. But energy is within you. It's going to grow. You're going to amplify that energy. Now you might be asking, how do you do that? Well, we got to have a conversation. I could talk to you about energy. Energy comes to and through you. You have a lot of energy waiting to be unleashed within you. You just have to have that willingness and eagerness. And we can develop that day by day. You can build these amazing habits. See, right now, you are running on automatic habitual behavior. Subconscious mind is controlling everything that you're doing. You might not think so, but it is so. At the beginning, it sounds strange that who's in control? Because I'm sure you want to succeed. I'm sure you want to make money. I'm sure you want to get that promotion. You want to feel good in the business that you're in, but it's not happening. You wake up every day and you do the same thing you did the day before or the week before, maybe change a little bit, but it's not happening. And you might be thinking it's by working hard. It's not. Like the meetings I've had with Bob Proctor, my mentor, it's 95% mindset, 5%, 10% strategy. So where's your mind at? How are you thinking about it? What actions are you taking? Which actions are you going to take? If you have 10 of them to do, which one you will take first? How do you know? How do you decide? Wishing instead of willing. So when you become strong with your mind and you study this material with me, thinking into results, you're going to have a very strong will. You're going to start willing it instead of wishing it. You're going to start making it happen instead of hoping it happens. You're going to start becoming instead of maybe becoming. So you see, we're going to rephrase. You're going to feel that energy. It's an energy field. Thought become things. The habit of compromising with poverty instead of aiming at riches. General absence of ambition to be, to do, and to own. So you might have some certain limitations from the past. It's not your fault. It's not your parents' fault. It's not your company's fault. They did what they could with your upbringing. And you're at a certain level of competence, certain level of accomplishment, certain level of what you know and what you don't know. But how much do you think these thoughts are sabotaging you? Like when you say I can't instead of I can. I'm going to do it instead of maybe I'll do it. Money is available instead of money is not available. When everything becomes good, when you're grateful. So these are the things that we can train you on with Think and Grow Rich and Thinking into Result when you study with me for 6 months. It doesn't happen overnight. For some, it does in a week or 2 or 3 or 2 months. You'll start feeling it and you know it's going to be good for you. And you start be getting the results. Just look at some of the testimonials I have on my website, El-Rassi.com testimonies, and you see the results for the clients. Another lack of symptom of persistence, searching for shortcuts. If you find yourself looking around for the shortcut all the time, you're looking for that quick hit, that quick win. You're not willing to do the work. You know you have to do this and this and this to get the product done, but you make a shortcut. Oh, let's take a shortcut, and now we're going to save some money. Oh, let's do a shortcut. Now we're going to save some time. Your lack of persistence is you're going to end up failing. You're going to have bad products. You're going to have bad service, and people are going to leave you. So this is not coming from me. This is coming from this book here, Think and Grow Rich, and it is in the material on Thinking into Results in video format. And this here, number 16, is beautiful. I'm going to read number 16. Fear of criticism, failure to create plans and to put them into action because of what other people will think, do, or say. This enemy belongs to the head of the list because it generally exists in one's subconscious mind, where its presence is not recognized. So, How many things are you up to again right now, and you're like worried about what your neighbor is gonna say, what your mom is gonna say, what your brother is gonna say, what your sister is gonna say? You are worried about what others are gonna say about you. That fear of criticism has to go away. If that's within you, if you're feeling it, if you're shy about it, that means you're lacking persistence. You have to be so proud of what you're doing and believing in what you're doing that it is good, and go and do it. You cannot be lacking all these things and think you're gonna get results, fast results. This chapter, this ideas, this information has to, you have to understand it. The fear of criticism is another one of those basic fears that people are really worried about. People don't even raise their hand when they're lost because they're worried that, oh my God, they're gonna think I'm lost. Where do I go from here? They think I'm stupid. They think I don't know. No. Who cares what they think? I mean, you have to be kind, you have to be polite, but that should not be a fear. That should not be a criticism. You should just go on and do it. You should worry about you. Don't be worried about the criticism. How many students do you think there is right now that don't raise their hand to ask a question because they're worried if they're going to laugh at them, or the bullying that goes on? Why is that? Because they're not, their upbringing is not right. They're not taught that it's okay to ask questions. It's okay to look silly. It's okay to look a little kind of uneducated when you want to learn and when you want to move. If you're waiting until your product is 100% perfect to launch, you waited too long. What are you worried about? You gotta go. You gotta try it. The more you try, the more you move into that action, the more you're gonna succeed. The fear of criticism from others is a big on the list. The majority of people, it says here, permit relatives, friends, and the public at large to so influence them as they cannot live their own lives because they fear criticism. So you cannot allow this to continue to happening. Just because they didn't succeed, just because they didn't do it, what's your fault? You need to go. You do your thing. You have to grow. So these are some of the thoughts from the book. I mean, of course, the chapter is much longer and there's more to it, but now I'm going to summarize it for you in a different way. So if you haven't been taking notes, start taking notes right now. Because there's a couple things that you got to do to really get this chapter straight, to get your skill set moved and becoming. And if you want more, you're going to have to reach out. You reach out to me and say, Kamal, I want to know more about this. I want to understand it like you do. I want to know how you know all this stuff. How did you become more aware? Where is this information coming from? Well, this is coming from thinking into results. This is coming from what I study every day. This is coming from the mentorship and coaching that I get from my mentor. So if you want some of that, you're going to have to reach out. Again, you have to raise your hand, right? You have to step out. It's not going to happen by itself if you just read a book or download a PDF or search for a shortcut. You have to commit to yourself for that next level. Yeah, we call it level up. We call it moving up in the world. We call it doubling your business, 10 times your business. You call it anything you want to call it. But at some point, you need to find out, why are you not able to do what you want to do? Why are you not able to control your mind like you want to? You say you do, but you're not. And you're going to wait another year. And you're going to wait another year. And you're going to wait another year. If you don't commit right now before the year ends, another year will go by. We'll be again next December, very quick. You notice as we age, time goes by faster. Just goes by faster. And if you don't commit to that next best version of you, you don't take that decision that I'm going to improve myself. I think this guy's got something. And get on with it. And let's get you coached. Let's get you studying. Let's get you going and thinking into results. Nothing's going to happen. You'll come back a year from now the same. Your results will be the same. And you don't have to trust me. Just look at your results. Look at your results from a year ago. Did they move? Did the needle move? 1%, 2%? I want to move your results 10%, 100%, double your income. That's what we're talking about. And that's what people seek to understand this information at a deeper level. That's what I have for you. Now, how can we get persistence to be a habit? Because like I said, it's all in your subconscious mind. How can we develop the habit within you so you can start really every day be persistent, not just some of the days, not just on Mondays and Tuesdays when it's beginning of the week and you're excited. How can you have it Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, all the time? So you show up like that. Habitually, you can do it. Now, it doesn't take any more intelligence. It doesn't take any more. So you don't start saying or thinking that, oh, I don't have this degree, I don't have that certificate, oh, it can't be me. No, that's you're limiting yourself. So to pass this persistence test, no great amount of intelligence, no particular education. You just need some time and effort. You need some time and effort. So I'm going to review again these 16 points and the other page on this chapter as to what it takes. Definiteness of purpose, backed by a burning desire. So what is that? You're on a mission. What do you want to do? You want to launch your business. You want to launch your website. You want to launch your product. You want to help others. There's something you want to do. Something you want to do to make money. Something you want to do to help others. Do you have a definiteness of purpose? Are you fully engaged with it? Is this what you really want? What is a burning desire? So it says here, desire is the effort of unexpressed possibility within, seeking expression without through your actions. So you're going to have to desire something. It's going to be a burning desire. It's the effort of unexpressed possibility within. What do you really want? Bless you. Seeking expression without through your action. You're going to have to take action. So this thing that you really want, are you taking action towards it every day? And if not, you're not persisting. You're doing it some of the days. You cannot just make phone calls for your business one a day. You cannot open your store just one day out of the week. You got to open at least 5. And that's what I'm talking about. It's just a different way of thinking. Definite plan expressed through continuous action. Do you have a plan? I told you, for my business, manufacturing, and for coaching, I have something I call the map. It helps me and tells me what to do every day. And I keep refining it every day. I'm going to do this and this and this. Do you have one? Do you want to develop? Do you want to learn how to do that? That's what we can help you with. Third, your mind has to be tightly closed on your goal and your desire and where you're going. There's going to be a lot of distractions. There's going to be a lot of people saying, I want this, I want that. You should check this out. You should check this coin, and you should check that network marketing company. You should check that MLM. You should check this website. So many people have opinions. And you know my thought on opinion. Everybody has one, right? Everybody has an opinion. It doesn't mean we need to listen to them. So you got to keep your mind guarded, right? Like a closely tight on all the negatives and all these opinions. Only go to the experts. Only go to those who resonate with you and they know what they're talking about. You want to get your mindset straight, you go to somebody that knows what they're talking about. When I decided to study this material, I went for the best and I forget the rest. And who's the best? Right? You go for the best, you forget the rest. Bob Proctor and Laura Langmeyer, they're the top in the industry, the number one in human potential right now. This information is 120 years in the making. Imagine 120 years, thousands of books. From Napoleon Hill, from Andrew Carnegie to Napoleon Hill to Earl to Bob to Laura and me. It's incredible. The lineage is just phenomenal. So you got to keep your mind tight on what you want. And you want to learn something very quick. You want to go to somebody that's done it, somebody that has it, and can deliver it to you at a pace that you can take. I have some one-on-one clients that are just amazing. They just get results like that. You know, there's a group coaching to it, but there's one-on-one. So it's really up to you how far you want to take your results. How committed are you? You know, some people say, yeah, I want more results, but I'm not willing to pay anything for it. Well, you know what? That's not the way it works. You're not persisting. You're not passing the test. You're not going to get anything for free in life. If something is free, don't even take it. As a matter of fact, I refuse to take anything that's for free anymore. If I don't pay for it, I don't want it. Why? Because everything has a value. You have to elevate your potential, elevate yourself and your image. So you want to go for the best thing that you can have. So keep your mind closed tightly on what you want. Leave all the negative opinions alone. Leave all the negative influences. Even if they're your friends and family, you got to leave them. You may have to say to your brother or sister or uncle, hey, excuse me, I'm not going to listen to you anymore. You don't know what you're talking about. We can just be relatives, but that's it. You don't have to hate them. You don't have to dislike them. Just keep your distance. Some people you have to step away from because they're so negative. They will not let you do anything because they're stuck in their own paradigm. They're stuck in their own way of living. And you have to choose to live better. As you become more aware and as you study the material, thinking into results and thinking about it with me, you will know who to get away from. You're going to know it's the right thing to do. And then the fourth step into this persistence test is you got to develop a team, an alliance that's going to help you to stay the course. You cannot do it by yourself. Now, if you want to just develop a $1,000 business, you can do that by the weekend. In 2 days, I can show you how to do that, right? We can find you a product, you start selling it in a day or two, you can make $1,000. But if you want to build a big business, if you want to build like $1 million business, $100,000 business, you're going to need a team. Some people have to help you. You're going to need this harmony of activity. You're going to have to become part of a mastermind. And that's what part of what we're doing. We're building the foundation to have a different kind of masterminds on real estate, on trading, on options, different things. Do I know how far it's going to go? No, but I don't need to know how. All I know is that's what we want. Friendly alliance with one or more person to talk and be with, encourage you and to follow. You have to find a group. You have to find a group that you can get along with in your time zone, at your time, and start doing it. That's what it takes for this persistence test. That's what's summarized in the Think and Grow Rich, and also a couple chapters in Thinking into Results. If what you heard excites you, if what you heard is interesting to you, I encourage you to reach out and say, hey, I like what you're talking about. How do you do this? How do you learn this stuff? How can I get some of that? So to do that, you'll have to reach out. You'll have to reach out and say, yeah, you know what? I really want some of this information. How do I get it? Well, there's many different ways to get it. Let me find you the easiest way. I'm going to put a link here that you can subscribe. And once I put that, I should have put it earlier, but that's okay. So with this link, you'll subscribe. And then you start getting some information from me on this material that I teach and that I coach. And what I give you is, like I said, is coming from the best in the industry. There's a lot of stuff out there, a lot of small programs, free programs, day program, a week program. It's really up to you. You got to go for the best and forget the rest. That's what it takes. And then you build it. Then you start building a routine. And how do you do that? You start building a routine. A routine is what you do on a daily basis. How do you wake up? What do you study? What you're grateful for? Where's your goal? How do you study? What do you study? Do you do a self-image practice? Do you study sales? Do you study what habits are you building every week? How many calls are you making every week? Who you're dealing with? We start building this routine for you so you can have the life that you deserve. It's not going to happen overnight unless it's a miracle. See, habitually changing makes it so easy. It's when you try to do so many things at the same time and then you fall apart. So with thinking into results, we call it TIR, thinking into results. We take you from setting a goal to start really wanting it, then to start knowing. We call it the knowing doing gap. How do you start doing what you want to do? Because you could be telling yourself, I want to lose the weight, I want to go for a walk, I want to do this business, and you mean to do it, but you don't. And you might be asking, how can I know why is that happening to me? I mean, you're not sabotaging yourself on purpose. You really want to pass. You really want to get the results. But you're kind of sabotaging. You're not doing it on purpose, but you're doing it. So why does that happen? Well, we know why that happens. We know what are the limitations, and we can take those things out. Then we start teaching you about your self-image, about how you're feeling on the inside. Because your results are not going to surpass your current image. If you're not feeling like a successful person, you're not going to succeed. If you're not feeling like $1 million personality, you're not going to be $1 million personality. So you can't want something and be something. You got to be it. How do you do that? What do you meditate on? What do you read? What do you study? Who do you act? So this is what's the deep into the thinking into results. Where's my notes here? I have a set of notes that actually describes it. Maybe I'll use that. Let's see. Maybe it's here. It's here somewhere. So then we start studying the fear. Why are you so scared to take the action? Because you might be even wanting to improve yourself, but you're too scared to change. You're too scared to even sign up for a $5 program. You're too scared to sign up for a $1,000 program. You're too scared to sign up to the gym because you're worried about how they're going to look at you, what they're going to say. Why are you scared? Well, we understand why you're scared. Right now, you're in this paradigm. You're in this habitual behavior that does not let you change. It does not want you as badly as you think you want it. Your intellect says, I want it. I want the money. I want the success. I want the fame. I want to break away from the pack. I want better results. I want to achieve the goal. That's your current self, your intellect, your conscious mind is telling you that's what I want. But your subconscious mind does not let you do that. Even though it's your servant mind and it should let you do it, it should take anything you give it to, but it's trying to protect you. So we'll get you to understand at a deeper level why your behavior is not matching your results, why your behavior is not matching what you want. That's why so many people are depressed. That's why so many people are not happy. That's why so many people don't get the results that they want. They move cities and they think, I'm going to move to this other city, get another job, see if I feel better. And guess what? A year later, it's back to the same thing. Why? Because they haven't figured out their mindset. They haven't figured out what's wrong up here. It's all in your mind. It's all about understanding yourself. So if you want to start setting and achieving worthy goals, if you want to know how to reach that big goal that you want, you need to reach out. You need to reach out and say, Kamal, I really like what you're talking about. I like how you changed over the past 8-9 months. I see the change and I want some of that. If you want to know the difference between what you know and what you do, and why you're not doing what you want to do, this is for you. If you want a mastermind to promote your results and start working with, this is for you. If you want to understand, like really what's happening right now, if you look around, they're calling it post-COVID now, right? Post-COVID era. How many businesses are going down? How many people are still home? How many people still are taking the third shot? How many people are, running around scared? If you want to learn how to survive and make a lot of money through this change, this is for you. Because we can teach you how. We can teach you the mindset of what it takes. So many are making millions of dollars. Very few, not so many, very few actually, less than 1%. So if you want to stay in the 90-95% who do nothing and continue year after year being unhappy, not achieving the results, you stay where you're at. You look at your results and you're pretty much going to be predictable. If you look at your current results year to date, they're going to be the same next year. But if you want them to change, you got to do something different. Albert Einstein said, insanity is the definition of doing the same thing again and again and expecting different results. So you're going to have to change. And persistence is part of it. Thinking results is part of it. Join the best and forget the rest. This has been the best investment I've ever done on myself. And I want the same for everyone of you. If you want to identify and avoid toxic landmines and sabotage that sabotage your thinking. Sometimes you hear people talking and that information just comes to you and you just, oh God, that's him again or that's her again. Why do you let that get to you? Don't you want that power to be able to reject that idea? Don't even accept that idea at all. Don't even let it come into yourself at all. So you stay focused. You stay on par with what you want. Don't you want that power to control your mind? Well, that's what we can teach you. And I promise you, you're not going to get that by yourself. You will not get that by yourself by reading a book. You're going to need somebody to show you through it. Bob Proctor told us a couple months ago, he's never met anybody that shifted their paradigm on their own to that next level. I don't mean 1-2% result. I mean that, boom, big results. So if you want to shift, this is for you. If you want to stop others from controlling what you think. So right now, you probably have people telling you things in life and they're controlling how you think. You probably don't even recognize it. Some people will just directly reach to your subconscious mind and give you a command and you just do it. Do you want to continue living like that? Or do you want to have that control? Well, I want you to have that control. I'm learning and I have that control now. And I'm sharing it with you. We have tools to reprogram all this stuff. The participant in this Thinking into Results are seeing amazing results. Just go to the website. I'm going to put it here in my text so you see it. www.El-Rassi.com testimonies. I'm also going to type it here in this link. I hope some of you already took the address and subscribed to the email list because I can't find you all. You're going to have to find me. That's how it works. Basically, by you finding me, that means you're raising your hand saying, yep, I want some of that. So go there and see what others are getting, what kind of results. It's just phenomenal, right? What else? If you want the tools to reprogram your own mind, help others really get real results. If you want to work in harmony with your team, if you have a team that you're working with, have a team that you're working for you, and you want to lead them with like next level results, this can help you. If you want to be more effective in your meetings, if you want to be more effective with your boss and executives and say, you know what, it's time for me, and they're not listening to you, but yet you want to show that next step up, this is for you. So that's what this is all about. This is all about you. It comes down to how fast you want to grow your results and how serious are you committed about your thing, about you becoming the next version of yourself. I use thinking into results on a daily basis now. It's a powerful program guided. We have these 20-minute videos, 15, 20 minutes. You watch one in the morning, you watch one at night, you answer a couple of questions, and you keep getting better. You keep getting better. Actually, our class is tonight at 5 p.m. Eastern. That's when my team, when I meet with my clients. 5 p.m. Eastern is every Monday. We meet and we talk about the class. The Thinking into Results is 12 lessons. Takes you from setting the goal, like I said, to becoming an executive, becoming a leader with a beautiful attitude. So we help high-skilled professionals to really become the best version of themselves. And I want that for every one of you. When Bob and Sandy Gallagher put this program together, this was designed for executives, leaders, organizations. But then they found out that everybody's using it. Employees, supervisors, kids. My kids are using it, which is incredible. So imagine you buy something and you're not the only one that's going to benefit. Everybody in your family is going to benefit. That's how it works. Everybody's going to benefit. Don't you like that? Wouldn't you want something that's going to last forever? To have something that you buy once and you're going to become a better person, you're going to become a better manager, a better supervisor. Your mind's going to thank you for it. The other thing I want to share before I start closing down and finalize the talk, so give you a chance to ask a couple of questions. If you wake up and your mind is busy all the time, all right, your mind is busy all the time, you don't have that clarity, you don't have that sanity, you don't have that calmness, and your mind is always running around like crazy, this is for you. We have tools and techniques that are not out there. And it's not in the videos that you can see for freely online. It's not in the one, there's a different way to do it. So that's what this does. It gives you a beautiful interactive program that you can have forever. You can use it. You can share with your family. You can share with your team. Only one of you as you join would be in the coaching program. You can have it as a family, as a couple. I do have one amazing couple that are studying with me. Elliot is here in the room. Elliot is doing phenomenal, and he's studying that. If you want to have somebody in your corner, if you want to have somebody guiding you, if you've never had any live coaching like that for 6 months, I'd be more than happy to speak with you and get you going. It's that easy. You say yes, and we go. We start anytime, any week you can start, because just as the way it's designed. So how do you start? You say, Kamal, I want to start. We meet, you pay, and you get going. That's how easy it is. This is not complicated. It's not rocket science. It doesn't take a lot. The program is available. The coaching is available. The classes are here. So once you decide that this is for you and you want to achieve these goals, boom, you say, Kamal, I'm interested. I want to know more about it. I want to know how you got this. I want to know how you tripled your results in less than a year. How is that possible? I tell you, it is possible. And it could be possible for you. Very, very easily. But right now, probably your old you is telling you, oh my God, what's going on? He's going to ask me to buy, or how can I spend money on myself? Well, you know what? That's how it works. 6 months coaching, weekly meetings, lifetime access, Facebook group, private calls. You'll have me in your corner, and you'll also get to see Bob twice in 6 months. Twice. There'll be a Zoom meeting. You can actually ask him questions. Yeah, this is pretty cool. What else can I share with you? Really, that's it. It's also meant for salespeople. If you are in sales at all, if this is something that you do, if you sell any product, this is going to help you clarify why are you not selling? Why are you not effective at the selling game? Rishi, I'm going to bring you up in a second here to take your question. Just give me a moment. So that's basically it. So I wish, hopefully I shared with you a couple pieces of the persistence test, couple pieces of the thinking into results, the program that I coach. And I look forward to speaking with all of you. It's that easy. You say you want to get started, we get you started today. You'll be invited to the classroom at 5 p.m. tonight. 5 p.m. Eastern is the class. And, it's anywhere from three of us, so sometimes 10 of us. There's 12 clients right now that are in this stage. I have other private clients, but in this stage, so you can get started very quickly, very, very quickly. So I'm going to end the live stream on YouTube and LinkedIn. And I want to thank everybody that's watching me there. I want to thank you so much. But those on Clubhouse, stick around. I'll bring you up to have a Q&A on the Clubhouse app so we can answer your questions and see what else we can help you with today. So for those on LinkedIn, YouTube, and Facebook, thank you so much. Post the comments in the Facebook group, and I will answer them later tonight and talk soon. So that's the